Reconciliations can work out, but is it right for your situation? Here's some expert advice on the questions you should be asking yourself when you're considering getting back together with an ex. What's up everybody? Tanvir Amit here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are discussing how to know if you should get back together with your ex. As painful as a breakup can be, relationships usually end for a good reason, especially when one or both of you are unhappy more often than not, and you'd be better off meeting someone new. On rarer occasions, lingering feelings for an ex are so strong that rekindling things doesn't quite describe it, because that fire never even went out. The first question you should be asking yourself, and probably the most important one of all, is the main issue that drove you apart resolvable? The number one criteria that must be met is that something has changed. There is a reason the relationship didn't work out the last time you dated. Maybe many reasons. Whatever they were contributed to your previous breakup. So if it's going to work this time, one or both of you must have evolved. Unless you fix what the situation was that broke you apart to begin with, it's going to happen again and again. The second question you should ask yourself to know if you should get back together: do you both agree on what your past differences were? In order to work out the issues that caused the breakup, you need to agree on what those problems were in the first place. Failure to do so will bring the reunion honeymoon period to a screeching halt. Whether it be a week, a month, or 2 months from now, you both need to have a really good talk. You have to have a true understanding of the narrative of what broke you up. They should be on the same page about the narrative, and they should also be on the same page about what needs to change. The third question you should be asking yourself to know if you should get back together with your ex: have you given each other enough space to know how to do things better this time? Don't even consider getting back together until you've given your split some room to breathe. Have you both had the time during that breakup to reflect and change and maybe work on yourselves? If you did, then you have a greater likelihood of working it out than a couple who only broke up for 2 weeks and just gets back together out of insecurity, loneliness, or for the wrong reasons. The fourth question you should be asking yourself: is your ex open to getting back together? This should probably go without saying, but exploring the possibility of reconciliation needs to be mutual. Too many movies portray the hero as being persistent and romantic, when in reality, he's actually exhibiting stalking behavior. Requests like "don't call me again" should be taken seriously in real life. If you do want to broach the topic, reach out and see if they're actually open to discussing it. It's always good to take responsibility. For example, you could say something along the lines of, "Hey, I've done a lot of soul searching and I've seen mistakes that I made, and I'd really like the opportunity to talk with you." So you're not asking for anything in person. Just listen to what they have to say. I think that's always a good opportunity to take personal responsibility. The fifth question you should be asking yourself to know if you should get back together with your ex: are you afraid you won't find someone else? This is one of those aforementioned wrong reasons to reunite. It's fear. Fear of being alone. Fear of never meeting anybody. Fear that this is the last opportunity you're going to have. Fear of dating. Wondering if you'll ever find a match after a romantic disappointment is completely understandable, but that worry shouldn't guide your choices. The sixth question you should be asking yourself to know if you should get back together with your ex: will you ask your ex the tough questions? This is particularly important if they're the one initiating a reconciliation, or they've disappointed or hurt you repeatedly in the past. You can be skeptical, asking them things such as, "what makes you think it's going to be different this time? Why should I believe you? How do I know you're going to be consistent in what you're saying? What's different about who you are now that's going to make our relationship work this time around? And what do you need from me to make this succeed that you didn't get last time we dated?" The seventh question you should be asking yourself to know if you should be getting back together with your ex? Have you conveniently forgotten the darker parts of your relationship? Take a cold-eyed inventory of your relationship. Did the happier times really outnumber the sad ones? Humans often look back on their ex with rose-tinted glasses and remember only the positive aspects of the relationship. For many, we selectively remember only what was good about an ex and the relationship because the negative aspects of the relationship that broke us up are too painful or upsetting to hold in our conscious awareness. Instead of scrolling through old selfies of you two on a tropical vacation, you might try checking the transcripts, aka your text exchanges, to better revisit what things were truly like. If it was a relationship where the good outweighs the bad, I would be hard-pressed to wonder, why not get back together? There are couples who have done it and go on and get married and stay married. It can happen. That's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you liked it. Hit that like button if you did, scribble or subscribe, whichever you prefer if you haven't already. Hit that bell if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one.